So good day. My name is Mark Gabriel B. Cuenta, and I will present the topic or the experiment 6, which is the frequency shift keying or the FSK. So FSK in MATLAB. Let's move on. So the frequency shift keying or FSK is a digital modulation technique wherein the frequency of the carrier signal changes according to the binary input signal. So logic 1 is represented by a high frequency and logic 0 represented by a low frequency. So unlike the amplitude modulation, the amplitude remains constant while only the frequency varies. So this makes FSK effective and less sensitive to noise in communication system. So moving on to the objectives. The objectives of the experiment are to create an FSK signal generator using MATLAB Simulink, modify the parameter of each block, and observe the resulting output waveform. The activity also aims us students to understand the different behavior of the digital modulation through simulation. So by completing this experiment, we will gain knowledge of the FSK signal generation and analysis. So moving on to the procedures for creating the FSK modulator in MATLAB Simulink. So there are different function blocks that are connected to generate a binary input signal and carrier frequency. So there are different parameters configuration uh, in this activity. So on this part one, we will use a sine wave pulse generator and another sine wave onto the switch and a scope. So rename the top side or the top sine wave into high frequency and the lower sine wave into the low frequency. Moving on to the next one is the different parameters for each block. So for the sine wave or the high frequency, use of amplitude of 1, frequency of 2 times pi times 100, and a sample time of 0.001. Then low frequency, um, amplitude of 1, frequency of 2 times pi times 50, and a sample time of 0.001. Moving on to the pulse generator, wherein we have an amplitude of 1, period of zero point 0.2, pulse width of 50, and phase delay of 0. And to the switch, the criteria for passing first input is U2 greater than threshold, and the threshold is 0. So moving on to the figure. So this output is a is the frequency shift keying or the FSK signal. So next, moving on. Moving on to the output. So um, ayan. So the output results further show the relationship between the digital input and the transmitted carrier frequency, wherein the higher frequency correspond to logic 1 and lower frequency correspond to 0. So the result confirms the modulation process is functioning correctly. So in this FSK, what are the frequencies of the sinusoids? So the high frequency has 10 and the low frequency has 5. So count the number of alternation between the high frequency and low frequency signal. What is the frequency of the pulse generator? So the frequency of the pulse generator is 5, wherein the number of alternation for high frequency is in 0.1 second is 10, while the low frequency is 5. So zoom in into the transition between the high and low frequency signal. Is there a signal discontinuity during the transition? Explain why. Can it also be true for all high frequency and low frequency combination? And explain your answer. So my answer for this is that there is no signal discontinuities were observed during the experiment. So in this, it is due to the simulation's ability to generate a complete square wave, but discontinuities can potentially be occurred during the binary across various to high to low frequency combination. Moving on to the procedure again. So in this procedure, it shows an additional configuration and observation in the step simulation. Parameters such as the frequency and pulse width may be adjusted to observe different waveforms, and an addition of the MUX between the switch output and the scope. So, describe the purpose of adding a multiplexer to a scope. So, a multiplexer provides the capability to switch between binary logics of 0 and 1 in the pre-existing wave system. So, in this figure, it shows the waveform output of the frequency shift keying or FSK signal. The blue waveform represents the binary input data, while the yellow waveform represents the modulated carrier signal. When the binary input changes from 0 to 1, the carrier frequency also changes between low and high frequency. The high frequency portions contain more cycle, while the low frequency portion contains fewer cycles within the same time interval. So this output confirms that FSK modulation process is functioning correctly by transmitting digital information through frequency variation. Next is the procedure again, wherein number 15, compare the two overlapping signal. When does the FSK signal at high frequency? When does the FSK signal at low frequency? So in the experiment, by comparing the two signals, it shows a direct relationship between the frequency and pulse count. The high frequency signal produces a larger number of pulse, while low frequency signals yield to a lower count. So this is the video demo. Let's fast forward a bit. Yes. So in this one, we use a dashboard scope to show the waveforms that is created. So another dashboard scope here. Yeah. So there are two circuits here shown in the video demo. The first one is the first circuit shown to us. And the second one is the same circuit but with the MUX. So side by side, they show the circuit and the output. So in this video explanation, there are the PowerPoint created. There is a FSK in Teams, but uh we did not yet started the FSK simulation on Teams in a practical setup. So in conclusion, so in this activity, a frequency shift keying modulator was successfully designed and simulated using the MATLAB Simulink. So it shows that the digital data can be transmitted by shifting the carrier frequency between two distinct values of logic 1 and logic 0. So through the parameter modification of the sine wave sources and pulse generator, the relationship between frequency, pulse width, and signal alternation was observed. So the simulation showed that the high frequency completed more cycles within zero point 0.1 seconds compared to the low frequency, confirming correct modulation behavior. So the addition of the multiplexer enables simultaneous observation of the original binary signal, and the FSK output facilitate easier comparison and analysis. So overall, the experiment successfully demonstrated the principles of the FSK generation and analysis. So reinforcing the concept that digital information can be effectively encoded through frequency variation while maintaining constant amplitude. So that is all for this experiment. Thank you for listening.